Here we go, folks. We are here. This is Sinclair, man. This is a cool week. We got a really unique thing going on. Hope you guys have been following along on the General Tire Team Series, man. So this is how it goes down. We just got done eating dinner. Obviously, I'm in my jersey because this is the meeting, but we're getting ready to kick off the draft, man. And so the top 27 guys from last year's AOY points are captains. So I'm a team captain this year. And then we have the rest of the field out there that we get to pick and choose from. It's kind of like the NFL draft, man. It's kind of cool. But this is how we come up with the teams. We all fish, make it to the championship, and we fish for $300,000, man. I mean, it's a big deal. So I'm gonna get out here and kind of skis through this list and try to put my eyes on some guys that I might want to pick. And I'm low on the totem pole as far as picking though, because they start at the 27th place angler and then they work their way back to number 1, which I finished 9th. So there'll be several people picked by the time it gets to me, but it don't matter, man. We're gonna put together the dream team either way and get this bag, baby. So y'all come check us out. I'm gonna go sit down with the folks and yeah, man, get us some good drafts.
Pick number 19, MDJ.
Yeah, man. I was hoping nobody picked one, man. So I'm feeling good about it. Going with last year's teammate, brought some good juju to the team. That's gonna be Randy Howe.
Mr. Howe, teaming back up with my man Martin. And congratulations. Here we go. Pick number 19 of the second round. Making their way to the stage, Mark Davis Jr., Randy Howe, and only time will tell. And DJ, feeling good? Feeling good.
So me and Randy sat back there, did a little chat, trying to figure this whole thing out. And man, I gotta rock with my teammate, man. Bill Lewis Pro, Cajun Baby. Let's pro check.
Bring it on, Cajun Baby. Maybe got a stronger overall team anyway.
I'm feeling it, man. You know, I got some shallow water, man. Some experience right here, Randy Howe. We can't go wrong. Perfect.
How about our foot?
Life is good. We're fishing. All right, so here we go. Got my team put together. We're here at Lake St. Clair. General Tire Team Series. I got my boys right here.
Yeah.
Randy Howe, who was on the team last year. You already know what time it is. And look, my teammate, Bill Lewis,
new
Cajun
inductee
Baby,
right
baby. Hey,
Team number 1.
Number 1, baby. We're about to do some work this year. So y'all stay tuned. Be excited. The General Tire Team Series. You guys check it out on the Outdoor Channel. I hope y'all seen it last year. It's a really exciting show. We get to talk on headsets all day long. It's going to be a good time, man. I'm excited.
Throw that frog.
Experience. Baby. Guarantee. Hey, we can't fish no frogs, Cliff.
Can't fish no frog.
No.
I'm staying home.
I already knew. My boy love a frog. They're going to be on it this fall, so we're going to smash. It's going to be good.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We already been done. Get out of here. All right, we go.
We ready. Like, finally, boy. We finally got it together. So, you know, last year, me and Randy hooked up with Adrian's team, and we had some great success. The communication was really good. A lot of knowledge right here, so I definitely want to tap back into that. And then we got the Cajun Baby. He also made the championship last year, had a great season. So I figured, man, I bring these two cats together with myself. It's a dream team, man. So like I always, last minute rigging. You get these ideas that pop up in your mind, you know, and you always got to act on them. At least I do. I'm like, oh yeah, what about this on the drop shot? And then I got to go rig it up, man. So we out here, it's about to get dark, but I got to rig up a couple last minute things. Getting ready for tomorrow, day 1 of practice, and Colin's gonna sit out tomorrow. Weather's supposed to get a little, so we don't want to beat him up too bad. So he'll sit out, but I'll be running the GoPro, and then we'll do those flashbacks that you guys have seen us do in the past, where we look back and kind of reflect on something that took place in practice. So you guys will get a chance to see that. Might be me catching one, breaking one off, cussing, breaking a rod. Ain't no telling what you might see, but we'll flash back to it and check it out. And the goal for tomorrow, man, is, you know, again, I never want to do too much catching, but I do like to size check. So when I get into a zone, I do want to catch a few to get an idea like, okay, there's a lot of 2.5s here. there's a lot of 3-pounders here. You know, I do like to kind of check and see just what it is I'm working with. And, tomorrow shall be no different. We were unable, due to weather, man, to bring the camera out, the big camera, and kind of talk about practice as we were actually on the water fishing and talk you guys through it. But we did run a GoPro, which is great, so I can show you guys a lot of the footage and I can talk to you now and kind of let you guys in on what's going on. So we'll jump right into it. You know, I get out there on the first day of practice. Pretty calm day for St. Clair standards, man. This place gets absolutely huge. You beat your equipment up, screws popping out. I mean, this is really a testament of the boat that you run, man. I run a Ranger out here. I have been my whole career. And if you want to know if you got a good boat or not, just come fish the Great Lakes or St. Clair for a couple weeks and you'll figure it out real quick. But I get out there on St. Clair, man, and it's hard on a big featureless lake. So let me kind of explain to you how St. Clair lays out. It's a big round featureless lake. It reminds me a lot of Lake Okeechobee without all the grass and the reeds and stuff like that. It's basically a circular bowl lake. The deepest point in the lake is the shipping channel. It's about 27 to 30 foot deep, but the average depth is 11 foot. So you can imagine just a very gradual, slow tapering bottom, right? With scattered grass and all sorts of forage and crawfish out there for these fish to feed on. They're liable to be anywhere, man. You could catch a bass like literally anywhere at St. Clair at any given time. Now, this particular week that we're here is very unique because this is the earliest I've ever been here. I've never been to Lake St. Clair in June, and so there probably is still a few fish spawning. There's probably some fry garters that have just got done spawning, and then you have in my opinion, a larger percentage of fish that are done spawning that are now starting to make their ways to where they're going to be and spend the rest of the summer. They're summertime haunts, but in a little earlier stage of that. And so I'm trying to dissect all this and process all this in my mind to get ready for the next couple of days of practice. And so the first thing I do when I get out there, man, I start running some history, some old numbers, places where I have caught them, although this is generally late July, August, mid-August, even into September. So these are summertime places where I've caught them, but like I explained to you, it's such a featureless bottom and it's such a slow tapering bottom. I feel like these fish, that's what we looking for, kind of get to these places early and just hang out and live there, you know? And so let's find out. So I slide out, I'm fishing on the United States side, and you know, I start off with a crankbait, man. That's one of my favorite baits out here, a deep diving crankbait. And I'm firing that thing around, just trying to cover water and get a feel for what's going on. And lo and behold, man, I think I might have been fishing 5 minutes. I get locked up, and it's a 3 1/4 pound smallmouth. And I'm like, okay, this is what I need to see right here. Now, the key to St. Clair, in my opinion, is you want to take a waypoint everywhere you get bit. And what you'll notice is you'll start having these little clusters, a little cluster here, you know, half mile, mile over there, a little cluster there. And these are areas where these fish are not necessarily schooled up, but there's a group utilizing that zone. And that's really key here because you want to put your efforts in these zones come tournament time where you're getting multiple bites. The other key here on St. Clair is size, okay? This is hugely important because it seems that a lot of times the smaller ones stay together, the mediums ones hang out together, and the big ones hang out together. You catch a lot of 2 1/2 to 3 1/2 pounders, and they'll be kind of grouped up, and then all of a sudden the grade will get better in another zone. And you're like a lot of 3 3/4 to 4 4.5s in that zone. And obviously that's something that you want to pay attention to. And so as I'm running around the lake, checking all these different areas, throwing mainly drop shots and a crankbait, I'm weighing all these fish that I'm catching. And I'm catching so many 1 3/4, 2, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4, which on Lake St. Clair, they're fun and it's a good time and they fight hard and all that. You just gotta be catching, I'm gonna say 3 1/4 and better. You really need to be catching 3 1/4 and better. I think this week, you know, that 16 1/2 to 17 pound range is probably going to be what the cut weight is going to be around. I don't know. We'll keep watching Score Tracker and see what's up, but I'm looking for those better than average fish. Now, here's another thing that's going on this week that's super weird, but it wouldn't be a tournament if weird stuff wasn't happening, right? So the Canadian side doesn't officially open up for bass fishing until our first day of the tournament, okay? So you could run over to Canada, you could scan, you can put your trolling motor down, you can pan on your live scope, look around, you can even drop AquaView cameras down and look to see what's down there, but you cannot make a cast. And that's worrisome to me, man. I spent quite a bit of time over in Canada looking. I've done good in Canada in years past. A lot of big bass come from Canada on this particular body of water, but not being able to fish and sample the size that's living here and there, that makes things very difficult, man. So I put in about 2.5 to 3 hours over the course of 2 days over in Canada, just looking around to see what I could see. And sure, on my live scope, I'm panning, I see fish, but are those bass? Are they walleye? Are they drum? Are they muskie? I don't know. I need to be able to flip my drop shot over there to see how he reacts to really understand what's going on. And us not being able to do that makes it tough. So that's a whole caveat in itself. Who will figure out the Canadian bite during the tournament, because you can't do it in practice? So that's going to be crazy, man. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. But, you know, day one, I probably ended the day with about 20 fish, you know, a lot of fish cranking and on drop shot. And I caught a few good ones and a couple what I'm gonna call big ones. A big one being a 4-pounder plus. But man, I felt like you had to go through a lot of fish before you would land on, you know, crawfish, a good one, a 3.5 pounder, you know? And so with those being key bites, I feel like the way we're gonna have to attack this tournament is just catch literally as many fish as you can, weed through the smaller ones. At the end of the day, hopefully you got 5 really good quality fish. Day 2 brought a totally different weather to the game. And when I tell you it poured on us, I'm talking about from the time we put in to the time we put out. So I'm talking 6 in the morning till 6 p.m. It rained the entire time. Never let up, man. And that is just a miserable day, although it wasn't terribly cold. It just wouldn't stop raining. So every time you drive, you got water hitting you in the face. It's running down your neck. I mean, it's, you know, you're fishing, so you got water running down your sleeves. You get pretty wet. But anyways, shout out to Columbia for making some great rain gear. What would I do without them, man? I'd be super wet. But, you know, we fished hard all day, and I had something really cool happen. And apparently this is really common up here in Lake St. Clair, in this area in Michigan. I see one on live scope, I pitch over there to it, I hook up, and it's a baby boy, 1 3/4 smallmouth. I'm like, I'm trying to get him in as quick as I can. And all of a sudden, he gets to the surface, and it's like, boom! I mean, like, I'm like, what? No, I don't even know what's going on. I'm sitting here just holding my rod like, let's go. See that? And as I'm looking in the water, this big giant muskie has this thing T-boned in his mouth like this. All right, he's not letting it go, man. I'm talking about straight up pit bull locked down on this, I don't know, 13-inch smallmouth, man. And so he's pulling drag. I mean, he's super strong. So I'm just like holding. I'm like, oh my goodness. Eventually, he lets that smallmouth go, man. I'll reel it in, and oh my gosh, dude, that thing is just bleeding all down its side. It's almost like he got filleted, man. Half the meat's coming off one side, and I'm like, damn, I'm feeling really bad for this dude, but it's Mother Nature, man. It's part of it. So I unhooked the fish. I tossed him back. Hopefully the muskie came back and got him, because I don't think that smallmouth is going to make it, to be honest with you. That was something really cool. That's one of the craziest things I've seen bass fishing. It was pretty cool. So shout out to the muskies out there, man, with their crazy selves. But, you know, day 2 of practice, more the same, man. I bounced around a lot, fished really shallow, mid-range, and then out deep. I feel like the vast majority of these fish are done spawning, and they're making their way out. And so that's what I'm going to target. I'm going to fish that 15.5 to 17.5 foot zone in hopes that all those fish that were up in that 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 foot spawning They're getting done spawning, they're wrapping that up, and now it's time to eat and feed, and they're making their way out towards me. That's really what I'm hoping. And that's the vibe I got through practice. And so we all know how practice goes. Practice is what it is, but you know, I feel confident that I'm in a good zone. We're around some of the right quality bass. Like I said, that 3 1/4 to 4.5 pound fish, they're definitely around. I've seen several of them. And so it's just gonna be a matter of getting those fish to bite, man. So, you know, I'm confident we can make it happen. I feel good about it. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's one of my favorite places to fish here on Lake St. Clair. And we're gonna keep it simple this week, man. I'm gonna have probably 4, maybe 5 rods on the deck. I'm gonna have 6 rods on the deck. I'll have 4 drop shots, and that's just for backups in case I break off. I can hurry up and grab another one and get back out there, things like that. And then I'll have 2 crankbaits. And then we'll just rotate through those throughout the day. And when it's all said and done, let me see your 2 best bass, as my boy Chris Jones would say, although we don't put them in a live well. So it'll just be some biggins. Y'all see them on Score Tracker. That'll have to make do.
The hooks you gave me, like, dude, it's probably been like 2 years.
Yeah, last time we was here.
And remember I told you I was flexing them?
I remember. Yeah, you said.
Well, I literally still had like 5 of them hooks, and I flexed 2 of them. I think I got like a messed up pack.
How many did you catch on it?
Dude, it was the first bite.
Oh God. Oh
Yeah,
no,
I did that
damn
too.
that dropped. That leader hella long, ain't it? Well, you ain't. But see, here go the thing I was telling Colin, bro. You ain't do bad today.
So look, I caught 50 today.
What?
50.
What?
I caught 50. I lost 3 4-pounders.
What?
2 of them jumped. I hook them. They jump and they go, and they fall in the water.
Off the boat?
Off the boat. 2 of them. 4-pounders. And then, dude, that sucks, dude. Sucks.
This is bad luck.
And then,
Not even on you.
and then
Hey, that
I lose a big one on that hook. It flexes me out. It's digging real hard and it pulls off and I reel it in and it's opened up. I'm like, damn. And then with 45 minutes to go, I run 20 some miles up that damn river to some spawners I got. I pulled up to the first 4-pounder and I get my flogger. I flog it. I drop on him. He friggin' eats it. I set the hook and I pull him off the 4-pounder. So I dropped back down on that. He was acting weird. So I slid over to one that I had marked as a 3 1/4 and I caught it. And it was like a 214. And then I went over to like another one and it was acting goofy. And then my day was over. Yeah, you're sweating yourself, bro.
I'm out here working, baby. Work, sweating.
Yeah, you got 3 plugs tied on.
Dude.
So if it would have went your way, you'd be way up there.
Dude, yeah, you
I mean, I could have 19 something.
Yeah, dude, you could have had a bag. Damn, I hate that for you though, bro. Because it's hard to get some opportunities.
Dude, it's so hard.
What are you just panning?
Yeah.
Panda.
That's what it was. You're up there, you're like, man, I had to park in the back of the parking lot. That was a walk and a half.
100%. He knows
Maybe tomorrow I'll get here about 5:30 at the front, right next to the handicap parking, right there.
Hey, I'm notorious for walking around in my boxers with my hair looking just like that. Look, am I not? It means so much to me.
And they look to be.
At least. Like, they come up with it.
Yes, every time I hook one, I immediately pan over there.
Pan that, see what's up.
See what's up. And dude, he had.
Hey, that's some tea. That's some tea.
Facts. He had some witty, some big dots. And I was like, I mean, and it's in a zone where I've kind of caught them before. It's a big area. It really is. Dude, I ain't seen nobody here in practice.
Really?
2 years ago when we fished, I never saw a boat. Not one, dude.
That's where you wrecked them before?
Yeah. Never saw a boat. Not one.
Dude, I kind of need to go wipe my after that one, I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, bro. It's tough. I almost
You
smell
smell it?
No. But I ain't
Nah,
trying.
that actually ain't a sneaky one, man.
So, practice is a wrap. We chilling at the house. Trying to come up with a solid game plan, man. Not really sure.
Hey,
100%
number
what we're
one.
gonna do.
Reel them in.
Definitely reel them in. Catch bigs. Try to avoid the 2-pounders. That's more or less the plan. But my boy Avina fished today, actually.
Yeah.
And
Hey, don't do what I did.
But and you know what's crazy?
I generated the bites, didn't capitalize.
He had some missed opportunity. That's part of the game, bro. And so I asked him a question. I posed Adrian this question. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I said, would you had rather had the bites and they came off, or just never ever got those bites?
Yeah.
And the answer is, I'd rather have them bites and they came off, because getting that bite is an opportunity for one. Seeing that it was a good fish that would have helped your overall bag is a confidence booster.
For sure.
And it allows you to know that, okay, I'm doing the right thing and I'm in the right areas.
Yeah.
So that's all you can ask for, really. So
Yeah.
I hope mines don't come off tomorrow, but you know, it's part of the game. But being in the right zone is so critical here. And for whatever reason, this time around while we're here, a lot of smalls, dude.
The future is good.
The future is good for St. Clair.
I caught 50 bass today. Now, I'm not saying, oh, hey, I caught 50 and really only caught 25. I caught 50 bass today.
Golly.
I mean, it was a really good day of smallmouth fishing, honestly, but it's just, you know, for whatever reason, you see these places, they go in cycles.
Yep.
And right now, for whatever reason, they must have had a really, really good spawn a couple years ago, because there are a lot of 13 to 15 inchers.
There are, dude.
Yeah. And we're in a weird time. I mean, it's post-spawn, and big ones just really haven't showed up. I mean, they did catch them pretty good. Cut weight is like 1710.
1710. Almost 18 pounds. That's strong.
That is strong.
That's strong. So we just gotta get out there and do work tomorrow. I really like to crack a 20 bag. That's my goal tomorrow, 20. But you know, we gonna catch what we catch. We're gonna take what we can get, and that's just gonna be that, man. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all gonna watch it all go down. Of course, we're gonna have cameras all over the place. But we're looking forward to a good day, man. So that's a wrap. Practice is over. Y'all stay tuned. Qualifying round day 1's coming up next.